everyone. So we are so glad to bring this conversation to you about Washington. I have Alex, Miss Wheelchair Ohio 2025 here with me. And of course, you all know me. I am Miss Wheelchair America 2026, Latavia. We'll wait for some people to come in on the live before we get started.
I'm so excited to be here, Latavia.
Me too. I'm excited for everyone to know what it was really like
Mm-hmm.
in
Definitely.
Washington and the experience. So good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna oh, and it's recording too, so if people can't
Oh,
watch,
perfect.
then they know.
Mm-hmm. You can tune in later if they want.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So let's just give people a couple minutes to come on in. And I'm going to be checking Facebook to see if everybody's able to get on.
Cool.
Let's see. All right. Let's give everyone 3 minutes. Some people are telling me they're going to watch it later, so I
Okay.
hope you're watching later.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure we're good. I'm going to give everyone 3 more minutes to get in. And make sure we're good to go. Oh, some people are tuning in from my Miss Wheelchair America Facebook page. So, hello, people. Nice to see you. You can drop any comments in. I'm watching the comment section. You can have any comments for me or Alex. That's fine. All right, 2 more minutes and then we're going to get started. Gabriella said, hey, from Chicago. All the way from
That's my
Chicago.
sister.
Hey.
Hello. How's it going?
All right. All right. I think we're going to get started in 2 more minutes, people. Carrie said she's from Chicago too. She says hello.
Ah, Carrie.
Yes.
Hello.
That is Miss Webster, Illinois 2026. So it's one of our
Wonderful.
Will sisters, Alex.
Yay. Glad you could join the sisterhood.
Right?
It's very exciting.
It is. Definitely. I can't believe Nationals is coming up so soon.
I know. It's going to be a fun time for you guys. I remember our time at Nationals was a whirlwind, but it was so much fun.
Super fun. Super fun. All right, 1 more minute. Okay. Carrie, I'm looking forward to meeting you soon too. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be nice.
Right? That makes you think of what was that?
I know.
Britney Spears?
Everything is a song for me. So like if somebody says something, I'm like, that reminds me of a song.
That's fine. All right, so we're gonna get started. Again, hi everyone. I am Miss Wheelchair America 2026, Latavia, and I have Miss Wheelchair Ohio 2025, Alex here with me, my Will sister.
Hello.
Thanks, Carrie, for the NSYNC reference. I couldn't remember if it was Britney Spears or NSYNC. So thanks. I
Britney
should know.
Spears.
I was a 90s baby. Um,
Yeah, actually, I didn't know if it was in Sync or Backstreet Boys. I couldn't remember.
right? One or the other. We
Hmm.
are so glad to have you here with us and watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. Thank you for watching us. We wanted to come on here to share our experience in Washington because it was a very, very fun trip. So,
Hmm.
Alex, would you like to go first and tell people your thoughts about it first?
Yeah, definitely. It was my first time being in Washington, D.C. I'd never been to the Capitol or like that area at all ever before. So being in there, I was kind of nervous, but excited. And, going to the state reps, it was cool that you could just like go into their hall and like knock on the door and just like come right in. Like they're so welcoming and so nice. And talking to your state rep and my state reps team, they were so nice and they heard us out and I felt very very welcomed and I felt like it was very important that we were in those rooms and we're voicing our opinions and our worries and everything. And yeah, it was so much fun. And getting to tour the Capitol, I think might have been my favorite part because I had never seen it before, and seeing all the statues and the crypts, that was just like so cool. And seeing the only woman statue in the crypt, that was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I thought overall it was a fantastic trip. And what I specifically talked about with my state reps team was the home community based services in Ohio and in America in general. It's being under attack right now. So that was a very important thing close to my heart that I really wanted to express that needs defending right now at the state level and at the White House. So yeah, it was very important.
Yeah, for me, it was my first time going to not being in the DC area because my brother and his family is from there as well. So we go to Maryland and we went to the African American Museum out there. So it was fun. But it was my
Mm,
first time being at the Capitol. And when I tell you, it was amazing. It was
mm.
amazing. I loved every minute of it. Didn't realize how long the halls were.
Oh my
I
gosh,
mean,
yes.
because it's like four quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember all the names, but it's split up into like four sections, and you can
Mm-hmm.
get everywhere through the tunnels. But those halls feel like blocks,
They were so
blocks
long.
through. And if I'm saying that, you know they were long because I have a power chair. So all I was
Mm.
doing was pushing a button. I felt for Alex because Alex was wheeling herself all the way down the halls, and I was like, "Are you okay? These halls are long."
I know. I
And
felt I felt grateful that you were letting me like hold on to your chair like half the time because I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. My shoulders by the end of it were like killing me. There was so many hallways, so many railways. It was a lot.
I could imagine, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" But it was so great to be there and just be in that atmosphere. And then for me, it was to be able to express to our representatives that, hey, we really do need your help in pushing what we need in our communities as the ably different community forward. And I think it was at the perfect time because, hello, we're in Disability Pride. And
Mhm.
so now, and happy Disability Pride, everyone.
Yes, having a disability pride. Woohoo.
Pride. It was a perfect time, but also we're just in a weird place with this administration where we could see our rights going backwards. So for me, it was super important for me to say, like, hey, we can't go backwards because there's still so much more that we need. And
Hmm.
we, and I say we because I feel like all of us need to do make sure that we get out there and we make our voices heard, even if it's going to your city council, your state reps, but also just calling them because they're very, very accessible. You have to
Mm-hmm.
call them. You don't even have to go to Washington, although it's a great experience and I recommend it. If you
Yeah.
can go, you should go. Like, it's just an
Yeah.
awesome experience. But you can just call up your reps and say, this is what my state needs. This is, and as
Mm-hmm.
with wheelchairs, we're in unique positions to speak for our state. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's an important time that we use these crowns and sashes to really rep our state and speak for our state because we are in some weird times. And
Yeah,
so,
100%. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, and even if you don't like making calls like me, like making calls gives me so much anxiety. You can even email your state reps. Like there are templates that you could look up, and you can say, I'm a constituent, and there's things that you can draft up in your emails. That's also a very easy way to reach out and get your voice heard.
yeah, like everyone has a role to play in advocacy,
Hmm.
right? So just like Alex said, you don't have to be the person that's like, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to every state rep." But if that's not what you're comfortable with, you can definitely send an email and say, "Hey, this is what I
Hmm.
need. This is what our state needs. This is what we're struggling with." But especially where we are with this administration and the DOJ memo and not wanting to give home and community based services, it's important for all of us to speak up. Uh,
And every voice matters right
and
now.
every voice matters. You don't have to have a crown and a sash to
Yep.
make your voice heard.
Oh,
You just need
sorry,
to
go
know
on.
who your representatives are. So you can even go on the website. And I guess I'll put the link in here too. So if anybody wants to do it, you can. But you
Yeah.
could go on their website and search up, just give your zip code and state, and you'll be able to find your representative. Um,
Hmm.
but it was an awesome experience. And just to be able to sit down and hear what they're working on too. Um,
Yeah,
and
to hear that what they are working on, yeah, as well was
yeah.
amazing.
It was there. I know my rep was working on housing and um, community based services too, but also giving. And my rep was Congressman Latimer, but he's also trying to work on giving incentives to employees so that we could work and things like that. So it's great to hear what they're working on and what
Hmm.
they're passionate about as well, so that you can go out into your community when you go to community events and say, "Listen, our congressmen and women are working on this for our state." Like,
Hmm.
we need to get behind it and we need to support it. So
Hmm.
that was great as well. The tour was amazing. One thing that did come up, and Senator Duckworth, if you end up watching this ever, I want to know how you push yourself through that hallway
Oh my gosh, yeah.
and how you get around, just
Like,
because
and
you
also
remember
I
this time.
I will say, not only was it like long hallways and stuff, but some of the elevators were extremely small.
Extremely
So
tiny.
we were thinking like only one wheelchair. Well, I mean, we ended up fitting in most of them, but it was so tiny and cramped.
It
So it
was
was it was
cramped.
very interesting to see the accessibility in the Capitol and also in multiple buildings of Washington D.C. That area. It was very fun to see like behind the scenes, and we were able to get into like a freight elevator, and I felt like a little VIP.
Yeah, I did too. I did too because we had people escorting us around, and thank God we did because I don't like if it's your first time going, I don't think you would ever maneuver your way around just because it's so many different quadrants and the
Hmm.
representatives are in so many different areas. Like I think for mine, Senator Gillibrand has two offices
Yeah.
for two separate committees. So it was like we went to
Right.
the one office and then we had to go to the other side. So those are some of the things you only learn by going there and getting used to it. So it was
Hmm.
extremely fun. And then the tour was fun too. But like I said, I think for me, it was just being in that space, being in that atmosphere, and being able to hear what they were working on, but also express our concerns. I was able to talk about durable medical equipment and how we're losing our durable medical equipment places. And I was able to shine a spotlight on Congresswoman Iona Presley's bill that she's working on. And I wanted to know if it went beyond just wheelchairs, but no one seemed to know about it. So I was happy that I was able to raise awareness about it and like tell them, hey, take a look at this because this is what we need
Mhm.
all across the country. So it'd be nice to have a federal mandate. But I think for
Yeah.
me, yeah, for me, it just means so much more, especially again in the climate that we're in.
Mhm.
Um, this
Definitely.
Pride Month means so much more.
It's definitely a bigger meaning this year, I would say. We have a lot to fight for, and we have, you know, not only as our disabled people, but our non-disabled allies. It's important that they,
We need you out
have
there.
their voices and join us in this fight, and come with us to have this message of disability rights are human rights, and we need to have them, speak up as well.
We need you out there. We need you out there more than ever. I mean, it's
Hmm.
great the progress we made. Judy Human made a lot of progress for us. The Capitol Crawl made a lot of progress.
Hmm.
We have the ADA. But they are all trying to roll that back, everyone, with the stroke of a pen. And
Hmm.
especially with the DOJ memo saying, the Olmstead Act just says that if institutionalization is unjustified, then we have to put them in home and community based services. That's the
Hmm.
argument that they're making. They're playing around with that word justified, unjustified, right? And
Hmm.
so me personally, I kind of see what they're doing already. They're already lowered, and this is just my personal opinion, but they cut Medicaid, right? So if you
Hmm.
cut Medicaid, then states are going to say, okay, we got to pour all our money into helping with home and community based services because the federal government isn't giving us as much as we can. And then when
Hmm.
the states say they can't sustain themselves anymore, because it's just too expensive to keep doing on our own. We need federal help. Then
Hmm.
at that point, if they succeed, because what people are not telling us enough of, and I think it needs to be stated more, is that there is a Supreme Court case
Hmm.
um for it. I believe it's called something versus Kennedy. Is it? I think it's Texas versus Kennedy or something. I,
Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
I think it's Texas versus Kennedy.
Hmm.
And there were 9 states pushing for, the Olmstead Act doesn't require for us to provide home and community based services. We're
Hmm.
reaching too far because
Hmm.
the language is not there. And yes,
Right.
um, ADA and 504 are essentially saying that we do need to provide home and community based services. But again,
Hmm.
they're playing on the words because
Right.
ADA and 504 doesn't specifically say home and community based services, it says integrated setting.
Hmm.
But they're playing around with that word to say that doesn't go far enough. The ADA doesn't explicitly say we need to give home and community based services.
Everything, I guess, is down to wording and semantics, and it's an easy way for them to kind of push disabled people aside and be like, oh yeah, we can just put them into institution, which is kind of hilarious to me because I feel like funding institutions and funding like care homes is more expensive than putting funds towards home care and community based services. Like it doesn't really make any sense in my
Oh my
opinion.
God, it's already a proven fact that if we stay in our homes, it costs less than putting us in.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
It
part of it, and I did express this to the legislators. I think part of it is this administration has such a jaded view about the ably different community. They
mhm.
really feel like we're not productive. We don't do anything. We sit home and we collect checks. And
Right.
so their perspective is like we provide for people that are not contributing to the community.
Yeah.
And I wish there was some way to get them to see like
Combat that. Yeah.
yeah, your perspective
Mhm.
of
Well,
who
I
we are.
think also we combated that by even going to,
We've been going,
like,
yeah,
speaking to our state reps. Like, we were like, hey, we're contributing members of society, look at us, like, we're here and we're
yeah,
fighting for our rights. And I think it's important that we continue that fight and continue,
continue to
speaking
do it.
out. And people, even who don't have our crown and sash, you can speak out online and speak out, write letters, and do all that you can to convince this administration that we're people, essentially, you know.
Yeah, we're people, we contribute. We have everybody contributes in their own way, and
Hmm.
we are a community that deserves to be seen and out in the community. I know for New
Yeah.
York, we don't want to go back to Willowbrook. We had Willowbrook, been there, done that. Don't want to do
Nope.
that again.
Mm-mm.
And I, for one, if they ever think about doing these wellness camps, I will be kicking and screaming. I,
100%. I'm sure a lot of people would be.
yeah,
We as a community, we can be so loud and not being pushed back into these
yeah,
places.
yeah,
Wasn't
absolutely.
there wasn't there like a documentary about Willowbrook or something like that?
Yes, it was. I forgot the name of it, but
Hmm.
um, there was, and you
Yeah.
know,
If you don't
it's
know anything about Willowbrook, I highly recommend looking it up
go
and looking
go
up
look
that
it up. Yeah,
it's kind of intense, but it's important history to not go back there and learn about that, and it'll fire you up.
yeah, and to be honest, it's important to know where we come from, so then we have an idea of where we want to go and what we're not going to accept and what we will accept. So, I
Exactly.
definitely agree with that. I highly recommend it. Um,
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
and being in Washington, I remember telling you, Alex, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I love this stuff. Like I thrive off of it." I was like, I just it's a
Yeah,
different, it's a whole different atmosphere. And
it
then
really is. And watching you advocate, I must say that I'm kind of not like very outspoken as you are, and it was very, very enlightening for me to watch you do your thing. I was like, wow, I'm like, write this down. Like, this is how I advocate. And like, it was very a masterclass for me to watch you do your thing at the Capitol. It was so cool.
no, Alex is being modest, okay? Because she did her thing. She might have been. She said she was nervous. Which, why
I
were
was
you
so nervous.
nervous? Why were you nervous?
I don't know. I just like it's not going in to talk to like representatives and like people within like power. I guess it kind of like it brings me back into like my perfectionism of like who am I, of like who am I just to talk to these people. But I also think, I guess, that that's an important thing to keep doing, to like um what's the word, to like expose myself to talking to these representatives and these senators and stuff, so I can like convince myself that my voice matters, essentially. And it
Yeah,
does. All of our voices matter.
yeah, it does. It does. I would say, in the beginning when I talk to legislators, because people always say to me like, "You look like you were born to do this," and I was like, "No, it was years of practice." I
Mm,
had that same like, "Oh my goodness," I'm talking to legislators, but then you begin to get in that mindset of like, they're people just like us, and they're people that we voted in.
so
So
true.
essentially, we have more power than we think we do because we
Yeah.
put them there. And so when you frame your mindset that way, it makes it easier. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's been years of practice, and Alex sells herself short because she did amazing in there. I was like, girl, you could feel
Thank
your
you.
passion come through. You can feel that passion, and that's all we need is that passion to
Yeah.
come through when you tell your stories. Like people don't realize how much that matters. So if
Definitely.
you do your
And I think
thing,
it was kind of cool also talking to people, because we not only were they telling us what they're doing in office and stuff, but I think they learned from us, like what they
absolutely.
should be doing and what really needs to be happening within places where bills are passing and they're making decisions for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a learning experience for everyone around. What we did learn too is that they have internships there for high
Oh
school
yeah. Mhm.
and graduates. So it was nice too. I was like, man, why did I know this? I probably would have interned like years
Yeah,
ago. But
right.
that's why I
We
did it.
get a disabled intern in there. We need to infiltrate.
Oh, that was one of the things we were talking about. We were like, okay, so do they have a program for ably different interns? And they said they would get
Mhm.
back to me on it because I was like, it would be
It should
awesome.
happen.
It
It's
should.
important. If they don't have it already, they need to do it, you know? We need
Yeah,
we
it
need to get in there.
should have been. What
Mhm.
was your favorite part of the trip?
Oh my goodness, my favorite part. Well, actually, I think even though it wasn't my state, talking to your so the well it was her senator your senator's
Senator
like
Gillibrand?
spoke, yeah, her like
Yeah,
spokesperson. She was so nice and really was like zoned in on what you were talking to her about and like was taking notes. I thought talking to her was really nice, and it was a very good experience. So I loved talking with her and hearing what you had to say about your the what was the company that you were advocating for?
so National Seating and Mobility is one of the national companies, at least in New York, but I think they're also in other states that have
Mm-hmm.
taken over DME, especially in my
Mm,
state. And I was just like,
mm-hmm.
when we have consolidation of services, it is not
Mm-hmm.
good for us because then we lose access to choice and to choose. So that was one of the things that I brought to her attention. And she
Yeah.
wasn't quite aware of it, which so that was really good.
Yeah, no, she actually had a lot of questions for you, which I thought was pretty cool. Like she was learning so much and was taking in everything that she could so she could relay the message to your senator. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I think my favorite part was visiting the house floor. Guys, that's what people don't know is we got to see the actual house floor. So everything that you see, well, in New York it's on C-SPAN. I don't know where it's at in the other states, but
Yeah, I know.
everything you see on C-SPAN when they take the votes, we were actually on that floor.
It was
That's
so
the
cool.
restricted area you can't take pictures of, but you think
Hmm.
it's so large. It's it's a nice size, but it's not as huge as it looks on
Yeah,
TV.
it's more compact than you think, definitely. It was
Yeah.
also very cold.
Oh yeah, and it
It
was freezing in there,
was
but
freezing.
it was super nice. That was my favorite part. And to visit the old Senate,
Hmm.
to take votes in the Senate,
Yeah,
that was because I felt like that was just so historical. It's like, oop, we're in a
definitely
piece
so
of
historical.
history. We're in a piece of history, so that for
Yeah,
me was my favorite part. I think my
it was
least favorite
iconic.
part was getting stranded up there and couldn't get an Uber home.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, I saw that. I saw your video. That was atrocious.
Yeah, couldn't get an Uber back to the hotel, and it looked like it was going to
Goodness.
pour down rain. And all I could remember
Washington, get accessible Ubers already. Jeez.
the crazy thing is they do have them, and it was
Oh,
so funny
really?
because yes, it was so funny because the security guard out there was like, "I am not sure why they're not coming because you see Ubers all up and down this road all
What
the
the
time," and
heck?
I'm just like, and you could see the Ubers like regular
Hmm.
Ubers on the app. They were all around the area. It just wasn't any
Yeah.
Uber waves. So then we ended up having to call cab companies to come
Weird.
out there. They couldn't find a driver. I was like,
Oh my
okay,
goodness. That
note
is
to
wild.
self. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
note to self. You cannot totally rely on Uber waves out here to get you. And it's for me, it's so different
Apparently
because
not.
at least when I go in the city, when I go in the five
Hmm.
boroughs, I can get an Uber wave in like seconds. So for me,
Nice.
I was in the mind frame of like, okay, when I'm at home, I could at least as long as I'm in the five boroughs, I could get an Uber wave in like seconds. This
Right. Yeah.
and I'm like, oops,
Apparently
wait,
not.
no.
Yeah. In Ohio, we don't have those at all. So I'm like, I don't know who I need to speak to in order to get accessible Ubers here in Ohio.
It would be, I would say, start with your state legislators and say, like, we need
Hmm.
accessible Ubers here in Ohio
Yeah.
because we don't have them. I would start
Yeah,
there.
it's really unfortunate because like I'm like kind of afraid to take Ubers here because I've had really terrible experiences like with like Ubers
Really?
that I couldn't get into or Ubers that like the guy like put my chair together and like he didn't put it together properly so my wheel was falling out and it was just all over not very good experiences, so we need accessible Ubers definitely.
Yeah, so I would say start with your state legislator, but that was my least
Hmm.
favorite part. What was your least favorite part?
I think my least favorite part was all the tunnels. All the wheeling, like all, it was cool. I felt like I kind of felt like I was in like Disneyland, where like all the under tunnels of like getting to park, but like it was just so much wheeling and so many hills and so much like it was a lot. So that was probably my least favorite part. But once you got to your destination, it was like worth it. But I was like, oh my god, I'm so out of breath.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is they did have like little cars to take you from point A to point B, but I think they only had like one accessible car
Hmm.
that was on the other side of where we were.
Yeah, it was like in a different building or something. The one that was
Yeah.
there wasn't accessible. It seemed so.
Yeah. So I was like, you need more than one accessible because I remember the intern telling us you. And he was
Hmm.
like, you need I was like, you need more than one accessible car. Maybe you guys should put one on this side too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
then
The
it could
interns were
be
so nice.
they were super nice.
Hmm.
Oh, and guys, there's this artwork that when you
Oh
go in
yeah.
the tunnels, there's this wall of art, and every year, was it high school students, Alex,
Yes,
submit
it
art
was.
for
Yep,
a
high school
competition?
students.
Yeah, they submit
Hmm.
art for a competition, and then the best artwork piece for the state gets put up on the wall. So we got to
Hmm.
see our state artwork, each of ours. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it was really fun to see. I'm not artistic like that, so I love to see that.
Oh, absolutely not. I only draw stick figures. That's what
Same.
you get. A
Hmm.
head,
I'm a
a
singer,
typical
I'm a
arm.
dancer, but not an artist like that. My sister's the painter in our family.
I'm seriously not an artist or a dancer. So you guys got me beat there. I'll do poetry. Poetry is my jam. That's as much
Poetry's
artistic
good.
ability I got. That's as far as we go. I
Advocacy is your talent.
I don't that's as art is not it. Poetry is a form of art, so that's the only art I got for you on that front. That's
100%. Poetry is so beautiful. I can't do that either. I'm not a good writer.
oh, I love poetry. Love, love, love it. But that's
I
it.
love
That's
that.
all I do on the art front. Like that is
Hmm.
as far as I go. But it was beautiful. And then they have statues from each state as well. There.
Hmm.
So that's nice to see what they bring over to live.
Yeah, and who do you remember who gets to choose like which statues are like get brought up to like the Capitol?
I don't remember what she said on that
Yeah,
front.
me neither. But like they switch out the
They switch
statues
it
like every
out
so often, and
yeah, every so
yeah, the
often.
crypt is really cool. Apparently, Washington or George Washington was supposed to be buried there, but he like decided he wanted to be buried somewhere else. I don't remember. But yeah, people think it's haunted, but like no, there's no body there, so it like can't be haunted.
Yeah, that was the coolest story ever. I was like,
It was
oh,
fun.
he was supposed to be under the star. And he's like, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
there's a star like right directly in the middle of the crypt that you. I think I
yeah,
took a picture of it. But yeah, he was supposed to be buried there, but yeah, no, he said nope.
yeah, he said no, he wanted to go back home.
Oh
Was it?
yeah,
I, I think it was like Virginia or somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
possibly. I can't remember. Where's George Washington from? Sound off
Okay.
in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments because we can't
I
remember.
have
It
no
was
idea.
either Virginia or Vermont. So if you guys are watching this,
Oh,
leave a
Vermont, maybe. Yeah, I don't
Vermont,
know.
I think. Vermont. You know, after this live is over, I'm gonna go search it up because I think it was either Virginia or Vermont. She told us that he was
Yeah,
from
I don't know.
one of them. But
I don't know. I don't know anything much about our presidents. I'm not like
yeah, that part of history is not my forefront. Oh, you're breaking up, Alex. Say it again. So if you guys have any questions for us, you can drop them in the comments now, either now or later, like when you guys watch it back, and we'll try to answer it for you as much as we can. Oh no, I think we lost Alex for a second. Oh no. Oh, you're coming in and out. So if you have any questions for us, let us know. We can't see you, but we can kind of hear you. It's going in and out. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, if you have any questions for us, you can drop it here, now, later. And we'll definitely try to go back and answer it. Trying to see if we left anything else out from our experience. I don't think we did. Um, what else was pretty cool? Oh, there were gift shops too. Pretty much in like all of the quadrants, there were gift shops. Am I frozen too? Oh no, can you guys still see me? Or am I frozen? Am I frozen or can you guys see me? Let's see. Is it giving us Wi-Fi issues? Let's try. No, I'm still on. We lost Alex. I'm gonna try to get her back here. Someone said they can still see me, they just can't see you. Okay, Alex is coming back in a few. Gabriella, do you have any questions for us? Oh, here she is. There we go. Alex, can you see me, hear me? Oh, I think you froze again, Alex. Can you see me, hear me?
I think I got booted out of the chat or the chat, the live stream. So I'm back, it looks like.
Yeah, you are back. Gabriella said,
What are
what
my
are.
plans for this upcoming month?
Yeah.
Good question. I don't really have any plans. I might be in a 4th of July parade. So it'll be fun, I
Ooh,
think.
that's
And yeah,
exciting.
I will have, if people want to reach out to me, Miss Wheelchair Ohio, to come to their event or come to their parade or anything, I would be happy to join.
That's exciting. We're gonna put our Instagram handles and social media in the chat. If you guys don't have it already, go follow us. Um, uh-oh. We lost Alex again. My plans for the upcoming month are, oh, I have a bunch of disability pride parades to, not pride parades, pride month events to go to this month. So I think I'm going to one on the 9th and then again one on the 12th. I'm trying to slow down, guys, because unfortunately my reign, and it's bittersweet. Like, I'm so excited to crown the next Miss Wheelchair America, but it's bittersweet for me. But I am trying to slow down so that I can prepare for nationals. So, but that doesn't look like I'm on the slow down train. I am going to go to a couple of pride events out here in New York, and then I am going to the Roulette Experience in
Sorry,
California.
guys, I keep
Uh,
getting booted out. I guess my
the Wi-Fi connection not
internet is
holding.
not good in my apartment.
Yeah, it's not holding. I'm going to the roulette experience in Cali towards the end of the month. So that should be fun.
But yeah,
And
Washington DC trip was really cool, and I'm so blessed to
Alex, you're breaking up.
this
Say it
by
again.
the side of Miss Wheelchair America. Thanks, Latavia. It was so much fun, and hopefully we'll get to do it again. I think sharing our voices really matter in this time, especially right now, administration. And yeah, if you can email, you can call your state representatives, people in charge. They want to hear your voice. It's important that you call them, email them, do whatever you can, speak out online. Online.
Ooh. So I think before Miss Wilshire, Ohio, Alex cut out on us again, she was telling us that, it was a great experience to do it together and we have to support each other together. And she's giving me a call. But I think what she was trying to say is, it was a great experience to do it together and that she had a great time doing it together and that all of us need to speak up, speak out, call our representatives, write letters. Even if you can start social media campaigns to get people's attention around the issues, that's important as well. Um, because we're all in this together, and the only way that we are going to be able to move our agenda forward is if we do it together. So it takes collective impact to make change, and so that's what we need. So yes, definitely, please contact your reps, reach out, do whatever you can, because everybody plays a role in advocacy, whether it be calling, whether it be gathering up people and helping them go to the polls, because sometimes that's difficult for people to do. Everybody has a role in playing to play in helping someone get their message out. So let's just all do what we can. Before she cut out, I was saying that I will be going to the Roulette experience in Cali towards the end of the month. And then for August, I am definitely trying to slow down, if that is even a word in my vocabulary. Um, because I am trying to prepare for nationals. But I will be launching my book club for my book called The Illusion of Inclusion, exclusively for people who have the book. And if you don't have the book, you still have time to get it. Um, I'm starting it on July 10th, so that's another thing that I'm gearing up to do. And Alex just sent me a text and she said she's so sorry. Her Wi Fi keeps booting her out. She thought it would hold on, but it didn't. And she's having technical difficulties. And she wants me to finish off the live. You can get the book at Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, anywhere books are sold. And again, I'm gonna put both of our Instagrams in this chat. Go give us a follow. Tell other people to follow us, and then I'll put the link to the book in the chat as well. Yeah, so you can definitely get the book on Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, anywhere books are sold. You can get it. You can definitely get the book, and I'm excited for you guys. Yes, Ramonda says she has hers and she'll be in the book club. I'm excited to have these great conversations with you all because I've really created the book to start up conversations on whether we're doing all that we can to be inclusive. So I'm excited to hear your thoughts, and just have genuine conversations on what we think, what everybody's idea of inclusion is. So I will definitely see you guys soon. I put mine and Alex's Instagrams in the chat. Go give it a follow. Tell other people to follow us. Please, guys, I need more followers on my Instagram. Like, I am tired of not being able to go live. Shortly after I left for nationals in Michigan, Instagram came up with this like silly rule that you needed like 1,000 followers to go live, and I still haven't made like 1,000 followers. So if you can all do me a favor and share that page around so that the next time we do one of these, it could be on Instagram live. Hey, you guys could see me go live. I would greatly appreciate it, because this not being able to go live thing is very irritating. I would share more of me out and about at events if I could go live, but yeah, that restriction makes it difficult. So tell everyone to go follow my page. I greatly appreciate it. Is there any more questions for me? Any more questions? Let's see if I could put the uh, link to the book in the chat as well. For you guys. Any more questions for me? Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna click on it and give you guys the link. Copy. Any more questions? We're good. Here's the link to the book. Any more questions for Alex? She wanted me to ask that while she can't get back on. And I'll be setting up stuff for the book club soon. So if you are following me on my page, be on the lookout for it, because I'm setting that up. Into book. Give this long link, but hopefully. Thank you both. Oh, thank you. We really just try to do the best that we can to get the word out there and create community and come together and really do advocacy. So thank you so much for watching us. We're going to end this a little bit early. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And let us know in the comments if you want us to do this again. See you all soon. Bye. And again, if you have any more questions for us, just drop them in the comments. We'll answer them. It was great having this conversation with you all. Great having it with Alex as well. And we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.